What we've done now is realize that the tree we're looking at is just narcissism, and it branches out into a million different things. One of those things is toxic boy moms. On that branch, you find things like emotional intimacy. And that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about women who have raised sons like romantic partners, who are incapable of letting those sons go or create competition between them and the romantic partners their sons then have. And that, to me, is gross. Maybe it's a hot take. Not really a fan of making romantic relationships out of your children. It's one TikTok channel that has only one video. Born to be your lover, forced to be your mother. But that's wild. I can't imagine saying that about anyone other than my partner, let alone my kid. When you realize you're going to have to share the love of your life, my baby boy, with another female one day. When we went through the estranged parent stuff for the first time, a lot of it was, oh, my son got married and now my daughter-in-law, that evil, evil woman, won't let me see him. And for a second, it was like, oh, maybe he got away. Maybe this woman isn't that bad. Maybe it is the daughter-in-law. But then now that we're so deep into it, every time I imagine the mothers in that situation, I imagine them like this. They were just in a really weird relationship with their kids. One that they shouldn't have been in. That is such a weird thought to have. But I don't know if these people are having kids with the intention of raising the husband they want. There should be a big distance between the way you love your child and the way you love somebody romantically. And to gatekeep romantic relationships from your child when they're growing up, before they've even grown up, feels like you're muddying those two together, and you really shouldn't.
He looks just like your father at that age. That's my boy. Well, technically Janet's son, yes. It's my son's son, so my boy as well. You know, he really does have your father's athleticism.
So is that a normal thing for these moms to refer to their son's child as their son? Because this is the second time we've seen them make fun of it now. And it's not something I had thought of.
Wow! It's like watching your father out there.
Whose kid is that?
Oh, that's my grandson, and then my son, he's over there. He actually coaches the team. I'm not sure he has any of your mothers. Janet, you don't really have any athleticism, do you? I always brought Peter snacks when he was a boy. You'll learn.
I like all the casual jabs at the mom. And that goes back, all of these are connected. All of these are connected. All of the way that these people talk, the way these people speak, and the way that specifically estranged parents speak, all of that, completely connected. I hate the way that they just jab at the moms, oh, you don't have any athleticism in your family, right? Oh, she looks just like her dad, nothing like you. Things like that.
And you'll learn. So I've got it covered, Janet, don't worry. Oh my God, Peter looks so good in his coaching uniform. Janet, would you want to run to the car and get it started? Janet, are you getting tired? If you want to go home and take the nap, I've got the kids, don't worry. I'm very used to this scene. Oh, I know they're your kids, but they're also partly mine too. He's such a good husband, isn't he, Janet? You are so lucky to have him. I remember.
Or are they just sad that they don't have kids to take care of anymore?
He used to say, Mom, I want to marry you when I grow up.
Ew.
But, we can't always get what we want. Peter, do you and the kids want to ride with me? Okay.
Have any of you ever said that? No judgment. Have any of you ever been oh, I want to marry my parent when I grow up? As a kid. Because I've never had the thought.
Okay, perfect. Janet, you can drive yourself, honey. I've got Peter and the kids. Okay. Love you.
How do you post this? I may not have been his first kiss. Law and Order SVU. Or his first girlfriend? Never mind, I pissed myself off. I don't know how you make that. Watch it back and then post it like it's a good idea. I don't know how you think it's appropriate to just... I don't get it. Listen, I've never been attracted to my parents, so maybe I'm the problem, but I just don't understand.
My boy moms feel me on this, but my son has my heart.
Mm-hmm.
My heart and my soul. I obviously am obsessed with Stevie Lee. She is just the greatest little girl in the world. But my whole life, I always wanted to be a boy mom. And I remember when I found out I was pregnant with him, and I was just ecstatic because I was such a tomboy growing up.
Are we going to get her saying that she cares more about her son than she does about her daughter and then makes it weird and romantic with her son?
Anyways, the whole point of me making this video is I had to share his preschool photo with you because when I tell you I opened up this email and I just hysterically cried. He is just everything. The ears, the sideways smile, his hair. I am so obsessed with this child.
That's just a weird thing to say. That's just a weird way to say that. I don't know. Be obsessed with your dog. Be obsessed with your like spouse. Don't make it weird with your kid.
Arms. Oh my God. He kills me. The old man grandpa knit sweater with the little dress pants. He is too much. Anyways, that's all I got for today. I just had to share that because I have been staring at that photo all day long. Squeeze your babies. Time truly flies by. I don't know how he's going to be 6 this year and going into kindergarten.
Boy moms are typically, let's be honest, women with a propensity for high amounts of narcissism who use their sons as weapons in sexist ways against other women.
Everything we look at ends up just being narcissistic adults, right? Whether these are boy moms, whether they're estranged parents, whether they're people who just like to preach things that they never do, like go around counseling people with no merit, they all just tend to be narcissists. And so that's primarily what we're looking at.
I am a boy mom. I'm a cool, hot boy mom. I'm a boy mom forever. I'm a boy mom.
Are you ready to meet mommy? Your first and only one true love. I feel so bad for his future girlfriends. They're gonna have to compete with me. There's no competition. I win, you lose. Hi, baby.
Hey, Mom.
Hi.
So, this is my girlfriend.
Oh.
I get that these are jokes, but they're so hard to watch.
Hey. Honey, you're not wearing the outfit I picked out for you.
Mom.
Well, I hope you guys had a good date. I hope you're treating him right, because I've been taking him on dates since he was a baby.
Thanks, Mom.
Oh, you're welcome. Oh, I cut the crusts off for him. It's a mom thing.
You want him off too?
Young love, so sweet. I remember when I met the love of my life.
Yeah.
It was just when that little guy kicked in my stomach for the first time. So what's been going on with you two?
Well, Mom, we've been having a lot of fun, and she actually just gave me my first kiss.
Oh. But baby, I was your first kiss.
Ew.
It's okay. I'll give up some hugs and kisses for you, though. It's okay. Okay, well, I guess I'll just leave you two alone. But just as a side note, honey, just don't try to cook for him, okay? Because I make him the best meals. He's really used to my cooking. Bye.
Brittany, finally you let me come over. It's like you've been keeping me away for some reason. I want to touch the belly so I can feel Mark's baby. No, Linda, please
so that's just like a weird thing to me. I've never looked at a pregnant woman and gone, I want to try and touch the stomach. I can't imagine being the mom in that situation or the grandparent, about to be the grandparent and wanting to even be involved in all that. Like, you already raised your kids, dude. Go take a nap.
do that. What's wrong? Mom, remember I told you Brittany's not comfortable with people touching her stomach. I told you that. What? That's ridiculous, Brittany. Everybody touches pregnant women's stomachs. That's what they do. Okay, Linda, you should always ask a pregnant woman before you touch them. Do you know that? And I'm one of those ones that doesn't like it, okay? Mom, she doesn't want you to. Please respect that. Mark, isn't this crazy? No, it's not crazy. It's my request. Please don't touch me without my consent. Have you ever heard that? Of course I have, Brittany. But that's no longer just your body. That's my grandbaby in there. So I'll do as I please. Mom, enough. Stop. If you touch her again when she's clearly said she doesn't want you to, it'll please me to remove you from this house and you'll never meet your grandchild, okay? You can leave now. Bye. Yeah, babe, that was hot.
So they might do things like touch her belly without her consent repeatedly, demanding to be present at her birth, something that's obviously very painful and intimate. Not sure why you would want to force your way into that room. She might completely disregard or ignore the woman while she's pregnant.
If Lee ever gets pregnant, I cannot be in that room. I just can't be in the room of her delivering her baby. Not for any other reason than I cannot be trusted not to get in there and go, ready, when that thing's coming out. And like, we can't have that. We can't have that. I don't need the option to do that. I need to be separated from that room. We're going to watch all 33 of Sarah Clate's Toxic Boy Mom.
So my son gave me a black eye this morning. That's why I'm wearing this hat to like cover it up, but I need to tell you guys the story. It's hysterical. What? We actually ran out of pizza rolls and he's obsessed with them. And he was really craving them because he spent all night playing video games. So when he found out that we didn't have any, he was just so upset. I was supposed to go to the gym, but of course I went into mama bear mode immediately and I tried to comfort him. So he started punching me. Then he punched like 3 holes in the wall, you guys. It was so funny. So now I'm about to go to Costco or Sam's Club so that I can buy him some pizza rolls in bulk. And before you guys judge, he's only 37, so he's unable to process big emotions. You know, he's still young and growing. He never fails to crack me up. If you guys want more stories about my hysterical son, just let me know. So my son gave...
Again, she's joking, but like, good God, 37? I don't think I've ever had a pizza roll.
I love all my kids equally, but if my daughters fell off a cliff, I wouldn't even shed a tear. But if my baby boy right here even scraped his knee or got a paper cut, mommy would fall into a coma. Don't ever do that to me, okay, baby boy?
Ew. Again, she's joking, but it's weird to me how like the toxic boy moms are just that and they care so little for their daughters.
I just found out that my son got a girlfriend. My baby's only 35. I wasn't ready to be replaced yet. I just don't understand why he needs another woman in his life. Why am I not enough? Just yesterday I was putting away his laundry and wiping his ass. Baby, if you're seeing this, please come home to mommy. I need you.
Are these the men that seek out relationships with women to take care of them? Like, I need somebody to do my laundry and to cook for me because their moms treated them like that?
My son got expelled for slapping his teacher's butt, and I've just been hysterical all morning. We've received multiple warnings about my son's behavior, but his teacher is gorgeous, so I'm like, I can't really blame him. He was like, Mom, she's always wearing the cutest dresses, and I'm like, I know, don't worry about it, son. Boys will be boys, so I'm not gonna punish you for being like a normal teenager. So my little goofball of a son has been upset all morning because he never gets to speak to that teacher again or see her. So I'm gonna go get him a milkshake to cheer him up. And I was like, don't worry, son, at the new school, there's gonna be plenty of other beautiful women as well.
I just can't imagine being anyone in this situation. I can't imagine being one of the moms and just enabling my son. I can't imagine being the son and just being an infant until I'm 40. I can't imagine dating one of these boys and like they're an adult and they're just like, wow, you don't want to cook for me? My mom cooked for me all the time.
My 43-year-old son broke our TV with a hammer this morning, so he's having a pretty rough day. And before you judge, he was watching his favorite basketball team and they lost. You guys know men in their sports, right? He's super passionate. So I'm just getting ready to go buy him a brand new TV, and my daughter's like, Mom, I fell, and she broke both her arms and legs, and I was like, take an Uber to the hospital, you're fine. Like, I have to go make your brother feel better. So that's what I'm doing this morning, and I really hope that this helps him.
Remember, if you're a boy mom, you're not a good boy mom if you have other children to take care of. Your daughters don't matter. Any romantic partner you might have had doesn't matter. What matters is your boy, regardless of age, feeling good, and you taking care of them. Show them that they don't need a romantic partner because they have you. You were their first kiss, their first love, and you'll be their first everything.
To my last true love, my baby boy, I can't believe the day has come where I have to share you with another woman. While she's not as beautiful as your mommy, she makes you happy, and that's all that matters. I remember how painfully heartbroken you were over Samantha. That's his ex-girlfriend, everyone. You said to me, Mom, I'm never gonna get married as Samantha's not my wife. And I don't blame you, son. Samantha is incredible. But look at you now, marrying Ashley. Some advice for you, son. Divorce rates are really high, and not all marriages last forever, but mommy's love does. I love you. Congratulations. And Ashley, I really hope you like being the big spoon since you're taking my place. Mommy will miss cuddling you, baby.
There's so much happening there. Again, she's really funny. It's just very uncomfortable.
I'm allowed to join their honeymoon if I want to. I gave birth to him.
Girl, you need to chill out. You're doing way too much right now.
Too much? If anything, I'm doing too little. I already told her I won't be in any of their pictures because she's mad that I'm wearing a white dress to their wedding.
Well, yeah. Why are you trying to outshine her? I'd be mad too.
Oh, honey, I don't need to try to outshine her. Whether I'm wearing a white dress, black dress, yellow dress, pink dress, I'm still gonna look better than her.
I'm really not surprised she doesn't like you. You don't respect her at all.
She has no respect for me. I told her that when they have their first baby, I'm gonna name him. And you know what she said?
What? What'd she say?
She said no. She called me selfish and said that she should be naming the child as if I'm not her mother-in-law.
I mean, she's definitely right. You don't even treat her good.
Oh, please. I treat her great. She's lucky I'm even letting her marry my son.
Yeah, too good at this. She is just too good at this, and it is uncomfortable. I'm so sorry if you have a spouse whose mom is like this. This is who I imagine we're dealing with when you get those, oh, raised by a narcissist, wasn't me, but my partner's mom was like this. My partner's mom tried to come to every one of our doctor's appointments. My partner's mom accused me of cheating on them, even though they're the only person I've slept with when I said I was pregnant.
I just had the most traumatizing gender reveal ever. I've always dreamed of having a boy, so when I saw the color pink, my heart instantly broke in half. Girls are just way too much drama. Like, I'm only friends with the boys, and boys are easier to raise. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I was looking forward to throwing a football to my son or having a beer with him. Now I'm forced to braid someone's hair and paint her nails and play with stupid Barbies. I don't even like Barbies. I just don't know what I did wrong to be punished with having a daughter. Like, why me? If anyone wants a baby girl, she's due in March, so just please message me and we'll set something up.
Yeah, there's a lot of casual misogyny there. Boys are easier to raise. Oh, I didn't want to have to braid someone's hair. You know, like those gender reveals where like the dad's shooting something off and it's pink, and so the dad's like super disappointed. Oh, I wanted a son. That's always been so gross to me. If you want to have a child and you're about to have a child, shouldn't you just be excited to have a child? Even if you have some sort of accidental prejudice towards the gender of your kid, shouldn't you just keep that to yourself? It's like if your kid's an accident, you probably don't want to tell them that.
My son decided to spend Thanksgiving with his wife's family instead of me. He's upset because I didn't invite his wife to our family Thanksgiving dinner, but she's not my family. We're not related at all. We don't even share the same blood. My baby boy is only 42 years old. There's no reason he shouldn't be spending the holidays with his mommy. My mama heart is breaking because he's gonna be starving since she doesn't know how to cook. He's also doing the same for Christmas. He truly married a witch. He married a witch who is breaking apart his family. Justin, son, if you see this, please unblock me. Your wife is evil.
Of the men that we have seen who have blocked their mothers or gone estranged after getting married or developing a serious relationship, the mothers tend to be like, oh, it was the daughter-in-law's fault. 100% the daughter-in-law's fault. Like, done. But I think to anyone who's objective about it, they can see, oh, the son finally got out of there. And the blocking you part is that you do not respect boundaries. And I don't think that's like a hard thing to do.
My son is the only man I'll ever truly love.
What about
There's
your
more.
husband? I could have sworn you were married.
Oh, he doesn't even compare. Trust me, you'll understand if you ever have a baby boy. They're just so special.
I actually have 3 kids and they're all boys. I still love my husband, though.
Then you just don't have that bond with them. I pray my son never gets married. My mama heart could never recover if another woman stole him from me.
I would be so happy if my kids fell in love and got married. Why don't you want that?
Because he doesn't need a wife when he has me. I cook for him, I clean for him, I snuggle him. I give him more than any random woman ever could.
Girl, you're literally his mother. You're not his wife. Why are you acting like
Don't
that?
remind me. It hurts to think about.
Holy shit, your son is a grown man. He's gonna be okay, I
My
promise.
son is only 34 years old, and no matter what, he'll always be my baby boy. Nothing will ever come between us. My son is
I hate
the
that.
only man
I don't know
I'll
how
ever
many we have
truly
left,
love.
but it's a lot.
I just found out that my son's wife is pregnant. She
Oh, no.
trapped my baby boy. They've only been married for 7 years, and he's only 36 years old.
That poor
He's
man.
too young to be a father. And I'm way too young to be a grandmother. I'm only 65 years old, but I swear I look younger than his ugly wife. People think I'm 30. My mama heart is so broken because I just know that this was a part of her sick and twisted plan. She wanted him all to herself, and now he's stuck with her for at least.
I guess this is the other side to the one that's like, oh, we're having a baby type of mother-in-law. Can't wait to be there for all the visits. And also, I want to name the thing.
18 more years. I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure that that baby calls me mama.
Oh,
My
there it
son
is.
hasn't
Yep.
spoken to me in weeks because I said that I was gonna be the one to name their child, and
Yep.
I was going to be the first one to hold that baby in the hospital room.
I was wrong.
If he wasn't my son,
I just know that we would have been the perfect parents together. That baby should be ours. Everyone, please leave a comment and tell my son I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm the one that put him on this earth, and he should be putting me before his wife. My son just told me he's spending Valentine's Day with his girlfriend. I just can't believe he's choosing that dumb broad over me, the woman that gave him life 39 years ago. He literally asked her to be his Valentine and brought her flowers, chocolate, a teddy bear, and even booked her a vacation. He's never done any of that for me, his own mother. All he's ever done for me is take me out to dinner for Valentine's Day. Why don't I get any of that? This is the first year I won't be able to snuggle my baby boy in bed while we watch rom-coms after dinner. You see this? Yeah, this mama bear's heart is shattered into a million pieces. He's never spent Valentine's Day with any of his other girlfriends. He's always chosen me. I know that this witch is forcing him to do this. Brittany, you evil broad. I hope you're happy about yourself. I hope you watch this video and you feel great about what you've done to my family. It hurts so bad to think that I'll have to spend Valentine's Day with my husband this year. Why does it have to be this way?
That's so funny. I forget to be grateful a lot of the times that I exist. I forget to say, oh, I'm glad that I'm not in this situation, because normally I don't think that hard about life. I just sit here and be sad. I'm so glad that I don't have a parent like this, and I'm so glad that I don't have to deal with a parent like this. Imagine being this person's friend too. Like, you can't hold them accountable for anything because they just won't take it. There was a skit she did earlier where like the friend was like, oh, but you're not their partner. You're kind of not respecting boundaries. And then she was like, well, you just don't get it. This is not a person I want anywhere near my life. In general, like Sarah, her as a person, I don't want in my life either, because I'm terrified of this. I'm terrified of how good she is at this.
What would you do if your son got a girlfriend? He wouldn't be my son anymore. It's that simple. I would actually disown him. But my baby boy knows better than to have some random female replace his mama bear. So this isn't something that I need to worry about, like, at all. Where's your daughter at? I swear you don't even take care of her. All you do is brag about your grown ass son. Holy shit, guys. My daughter is 5 years old. She's practically a grown woman. I don't need to look after her. I don't know where she's at. I don't care where she's at. But I can reassure you that she's doing just fine. I promise. Did you seriously make your daughter Uber to the hospital alone when she split her head open? I absolutely did, and I have no shame in that. My son, who's only 27 years old, by the way, had just lost in a very intense game of Fortnite, and he needed some emotional support from his mama bear, so I was there for him. But this is what Uber was made for, situations like this. She made it there, she made it back, she's alive and well, that's all that matters. Gosh, you people need to stop finding a reason to get triggered, because, like, how sensitive you are is actually ridiculous. I can't stand it. I thought your son was in a serious relationship. What happened to that? What happened? I forced him to leave her. You know why? It became very clear that she was trying to replace me. She would hold his hand when we were out in public, trying to make me jealous. She would kiss him, buy him gifts. Then she started to make him dinner and do his laundry. Those are things that I do for my baby boy, okay? So it was very obvious that she was competing with me and I wasn't having it. I did what any good mama would. You seem like a very toxic boy mom. I fear for your daughter and son's future. Oh, no. You seem like a very horrible mother. If you think that I'm doing anything wrong, maybe we need to get the authorities involved for your family, because it's clear that you don't care about your children the way that you should, okay? So let's not come on here and project your insecurities and your inability to love your son properly onto others, okay? What would you do?
So a theme that we've seen from speaking of these people, and not just these videos, more so just kind of in general, is that they tend to just overreach into their sons' lives, which means that they spend less time taking care of their other children, specifically their daughters. I will never understand the being jealous of someone's relationship in general, let alone your child's. And then it goes all the way back to them making it about themselves and infantilizing their kids. I'm pretty head empty, no thoughts. Like, I'm still pretty sick, and so I'm not processing things well. So these are the ideas that I do have. I don't think it helps to be a toxic boy mom and to raise your son like the world is going to serve him. To just do his laundry, to cook for him, and to tell him to expect that of a romantic relationship, but that he's not going to get it, and so he should just stick with you. That seems like a lot, and that seems pretty gross, and that seems like something I just would not. Imagine being the spouse in this situation, how do you not try to step in? Stop treating our son like he's your boyfriend.
Would you say that your husband's the love of your life? No, my baby boy is. I didn't even know what true love was until my precious son was born. I always joke that if I wasn't his mama bear, we would definitely be married. I mean, I truly believe that he's my soulmate.
Ew.
Do you ever regret having a daughter? Only every single day of my life. Absolutely. And it's really simple. Girls are so much drama. They're so difficult to raise. Yet my son has always been the perfect child and I'm obsessed with him. I was born to be a boy mom, if you couldn't tell. Your son's a grown-ass man. When are you gonna let him start dating? Never. And I've explained to you guys so many times, he already has a great female in his life, which is me. He doesn't need anybody else. As for my daughter, she's turning 10 years old this year, and I've been ready for her to start dating since, like, yesterday. I mean, I can't wait for the day that somebody finally takes her off my hands and I can give all my love and energy to my son because he deserves it. What would you do if your son got a girl pregnant? If my son got another female pregnant, that child would be calling me mommy. Okay,
yeah,
I would raise that child with him. And if the child was a girl, then he wouldn't be in her life. It's really that simple. Why aren't you doing anything for your daughter's 10th birthday? That's so mean of you. Guys, I don't need to be raising a spoiled ass brat. That's why. And I'm saving all that money to give my baby boy a special 30th birthday because, like I said, he deserves everything in the world. Like, mind your business, okay? I'm so sad for your daughter. I can't believe you're treating her. No, what's sad is you judgmental nobodies harassing me on the internet, okay? If you're jealous of the relationship that I have with my son, just say so.
We're gonna try and just go through all of them. Did you seriously throw yourself a baby shower? My son's having a baby, which means that I'm technically having a baby as well. So why wouldn't I? Am I not allowed to be excited about becoming a new mom or something? Like, what? You're not becoming a new mom, you're becoming a grandma. Absolutely not. I already told my son that his child will be my child as well. And if his little wife wants a baby shower, she's more than capable of throwing one for herself. I'm not obligated to do shit for that woman, nor do I want to. I can't believe you wore white. Imagine coming to this person's baby shower, though. Imagine, like, how do you justify that? Oh, yeah. Let's go to her grandma's shower, dude.
Your son's wedding, I would never speak to you again. It's not my fault that I was able to easily outshine the bride. I mean, she's not much of a looker. And yeah, she was really upset about it, but I don't care. She's lucky that I even agreed to share my son with her. How was the gender reveal? Besides the fact that his wife threw a literal temper tantrum because I was the first one to run up to him and give him a big old kiss. It was amazing. I'm so glad that there was blue colors coming out because I was so nervous that I was going to be a baby girl. You guys know how I feel about girls. I'm just really excited to be raising another baby boy. What are they doing for their honeymoon? Well, I'm actually the one planning it because I'm going with them. And I got us a suite, so there's going to be 2 bedrooms. I'll be sharing one with my son. And his wife gets one all to herself, so she wouldn't even be able to complain about privacy or anything like that. You seem like a very overbearing mother. I'm sure he'll go no contact with you soon. Oh, Samantha, is that you on your fake account? Because guess what? I'm the one that's allowing you to be with my son, and I'll take that away from you in a heartbeat. That's not a threat. That's a promise, baby girl.
I thought Samantha was the ex-girlfriend. I'm following along.
Why are you forcing my son to go no contact with me, you ugly monster? You literally threw yourself a baby shower when you found out that I was pregnant. You're acting like it's your baby. I didn't know that it was illegal to be excited about becoming a new mom. I've really done nothing wrong. You were going to be a grandma, not a mother. Stop referring to my child as yours. It's creepy. Creepy, huh? Any child of my son's will be my child as well. If you don't like it, then go marry someone else, you peasant. You don't deserve to be his wife. I do. Your son wants nothing to do with you. And guess what? We switched honeymoon locations, so you're not joining us at all. First, my son's baby isn't allowed to call me mom, and now you're not letting me go on the honeymoon? Something is seriously wrong with you. You're beyond sick and twisted. No, something's wrong with you. You were planning on sharing a bed with him, and you were going to make me sleep on the couch. You're a pathetic excuse of a mother. No, you're a pathetic excuse of a wife. Your whole plan was to rip apart my bond with my son. And guess what? Karma's a real bitch. And if she doesn't get you first, I sure will. Today, I found out that my son's useless wife was forcing him to do his own laundry, and my mama heart absolutely shattered. I immediately grabbed my keys and drove over to their house to confront the witch that he's married to. When I walked in, I saw my poor baby doing his own laundry, and I immediately fell to my knees. His hands were literally shaking and he was sobbing. I couldn't believe that she was making him work so hard. I immediately sat him down and fed him because my baby boy was being put through hell and he needed his mommy to save him. My sweet boy is only 29 years old, so it broke my heart when I realized that his wife only cooks for him and she doesn't actually.
This reminds me so much of Colt from 90 Day Fiancé. So much of Colt. We'll talk about that at some point.
feed him. He ended up requesting some milk, so of course I put it into a bottle and fed him just like I used to. And after this, he confessed that his wife hadn't even been cutting the crust off his sandwiches. This set me into an absolute rage. I wanted to confront her in person, but she was still at work, so I decided to call her and give her a piece of my mind. I couldn't control the words that came out of my mouth. I let her know that she's lazy and useless. All she does is go to work and take care of her kids. She's a pathetic excuse of a wife. I begged my baby to come back home and live with me, and I also gifted him this laptop so that he could watch some alpha male podcast and finally find the courage to divorce her.
We're just speeding through these now.
Spending Mother's Day with his stupid wife instead of me. All he did this morning was take me out to breakfast and buy me flowers. My baby boy is spending Mother's Day with his stupid wife instead of me. All he did this morning was take me out to breakfast and buy me flowers, and she gets an entire spa day? What did I do to deserve this? I'm the one that gave birth to him. She's just a stranger that hooked up with my son and got pregnant. She doesn't deserve anything. This is my day. He completely forgot about his mama bear the day he met that evil witch. I only get to see him 4 days a week now. She's not even pretty. I don't understand what my son sees in her. I told him instead of giving her a spa day today, he should book her an entire makeover. That evil witch needs a lot of plastic surgery if she ever wants to look as good as me. I thought I did a great job raising my baby boy, but now he's putting another female above me. I swear she put a spell over him. He would never act this way on his own. Fellow mama bears, if you know how I could get my baby boy to come to his senses, please message me some tips. I need them.
I've been called a lot of things in my life. Mexican, tall, a bear. Never a mama bear. This is hard to watch, and we're going to keep watching them. So I think we're at least at 20, I think.
This morning, I woke up sweating from a terrifying nightmare that my baby boy and his evil wife were trying for a baby. I fell to my knees because he's only 38 years old and way too young to be having a child. I quickly prepared to rush to the store because I needed to find a morning after pill immediately. I broke into tears and began to shake because the thought of having to share him with yet another human absolutely crushes me. I had no time to waste at all, so as soon as I got to Walmart, I ran up to the nearest employee and I demanded that he help me find Julie, which is a morning after pill. Of course, he listened to my orders and I instantly felt a huge sense of relief. Julie helps prevent pregnancy before it starts, and that's exactly what this mama bear was looking for. I also made sure to grab some snacks and drinks for him because I know his wife does not keep him fed. I rushed over to my son's house and he was extremely shocked and confused and told me that it was just a dream. I was able to enjoy a few seconds of happiness before he told me that he'll gladly take it because he needed to get one for his wife anyway. My mama heart couldn't handle this because I didn't think he even had his first kiss yet, so I sobbed for the rest of the night. This morning, I woke up sweating.
Anyway, sorry. Stock him on Plan B if you need to.
So you think that you could just trap my son with a baby and get away with it, huh? Think again, sweetheart. I have no idea what you're talking about. I did not trap anybody. Oh, so now you want to act clueless, right? But you weren't so clueless when you convinced him to get you pregnant. You've ruined our family. You've damaged it beyond repair. I didn't convince him to do anything. We made that decision as a couple because we're both ready to start a family. No. I call bullshit. You thought that having a baby would save your shitty marriage. Well, guess what? No amount of children will ever make your relationship with him better than the one that we have. We actually have a pretty great marriage. He's so excited to be a father. I know he's going to be a great one, and you should be celebrating with us. Why would I celebrate? You took away my baby boy's dreams. He's only 42 years old. He's not ready to be a father. Now he's stuck with the responsibility of raising a baby that he never wanted. First of all, he's a grown man. Second of all, he's always wanted kids. You clearly don't know him that well. Go get a DNA test. No, thank you. Why the hell would I do that? Go get a DNA test. I know that he's not the father. You evil little witch, and I'm gonna prove it.
Yeah, these are hard to watch. She does a great job. She does a very, very good job.
Why will you let me name my future baby, you heartless devil? Because I'm the one that's pregnant with your son's child, so that's our baby, not yours. You do realize I'm the one that gave birth to Justin, right? You would have never had the privilege of getting pregnant by him if it wasn't for me. I get that, but we already picked out a name and we absolutely love it. Did you seriously pick out a name without my approval? That was the one thing I was looking forward to, and you stole my moment. You're gonna regret that, little girl. Have fun being a single mom.
Justin plans on being an active father, so I'm not worried, but you should be because he's gonna disown you.
You really think that you could brainwash the love of my life? Just wait until he finds out that he's not even the father. Your innocent act has never fooled me.
That's funny because Justin's the only person I've ever been with, and he knows that for a fact.
I call bullshit. Just know that I'm gonna sue you as soon as that baby is born. I will get custody. Justin and I are gonna be amazing parents.
You're not getting custody, and you're definitely not naming my baby.
Well, that's too bad because I already tattooed the name that I picked for him, so you don't have a choice anymore, sweetheart. Why are you divorcing my perfect son, you idiot? He literally only cheated on you 3 different times.
That's exactly why I'm divorcing him. He has no respect for me.
And 2 of them were with me. That's not even cheating. I'm his mom.
Talk about respect, huh? What's disrespectful is the fact that you clearly weren't fulfilling his needs as a man. You're the reason he was forced to turn to another female to help satisfy his desires.
Are you seriously blaming me for your son being a total scumbag?
That's exactly what I'm doing because it's the truth. It's 100% your fault. You're a terrible wife. Just know if you finalize this divorce, you're never gonna meet a man like him.
That's kind of the whole point. I never want to be with a man like him ever again.
You do realize you're ruining my baby boy's life, right? He didn't even do anything wrong. Everyone makes silly mistakes. You're acting like he got another female pregnant or put his hands on you. He's a good man.
That's crazy because I did nothing wrong. He's the one that's responsible for ruining his life.
That also kind of goes into everything that we end up talking about. Like, people diminish their own mistakes and the mistakes of the people that they want to defend so quickly. He didn't do anything wrong. You're acting like he put his hands on you. Like, it has to be that. And it goes into all the comments I get that are like, oh, emotional abuse isn't real. Oh, verbal abuse isn't real. As long as they don't beat you, it's not real. You good, dude? Like, are you in denial? Are you traumatized and just don't want to talk about it? Like, what happened? Or are you someone who does all the things except physically abuses people? And so you say it's not abuse because it's what you do.
I know why you're doing this. You're divorcing him because you want to steal half of his money. Isn't that right, bitch?
Your son is literally broke. I've been paying the bills. He has no money.
Okay. Tell that to the judge. I'll see you in court. I'll be testifying against you. Why are you refusing to walk down the aisle? My son's waiting for you and he did nothing wrong.
I legit caught you breastfeeding him in the bathroom after I looked for him for like an hour. That's weird.
Whoa, that's a wild way to start. That is a time to have.
Disturbing.
I'm his mother and I was just feeding him. He was hungry. He hasn't had anything to eat all day and I had to make sure that he wouldn't starve during the ceremony.
Okay, so you could have ordered fast food for him? That's what any normal mother would have done.
This is completely normal. We've always done it. Whether he had a bad day in college or a stressful day at work, I was always there to comfort him and give him a sweet treat.
He's not a baby. He's 33 years old. How do you not understand how disgusting this is?
Guess what, little girl? I don't give a shit how old he is. He'll always be my baby boy. We've always done this, and we will never break our sacred tradition for a worthless female like you.
And I will never marry a grown man that still gets breastfed by his mommy.
Okay, and guess what? He doesn't need you. He already has his mother, and I'm everything he'll ever need. Why are you refusing?
Then why are you fighting about it? Let her just not walk down. Let her just not walk down the aisle. Move on.
I just found out that my son's wearing a matching Halloween costume with his little girlfriend instead of me. I wanted him to be Spider-Man, and I was gonna dress up as Mary Jane because I wanted us to recreate this picture together. I already bought our costumes and paid a photographer so that we can have an entire photo shoot. But of course, that monster that he calls his wife had to ruin everything. She's forcing my baby boy to be Ken so that she can dress up as Barbie, even though she looks nothing like her. She's not pretty whatsoever. I told her that she should have just been an evil witch because she already looks like one. She wouldn't have even needed a costume. I'm so sick to my stomach. We would have looked so good in these pictures. I always tell my baby boy that he's my superhero, and I look just like her. These would have been perfect. I'm about to go to Spirit Halloween
a great ending. Was the last one? Oh, thank God. Oh, what have we learned so far? Toxic boy moms. You need to be the love of your life for your son. If they find a girlfriend, she's a silly little girl and will never fulfill his needs like you do. If your son is ever going to have a baby, you should be allowed to name it. It should call you mom. And you should be allowed to be in the delivery room. There's a reason why these moms end up being estranged. Or their kids end up never growing up. Or, again, like Colt in 90 Day Fiancé. Colt on 90 Day Fiancé lived with his mom and his wife, and then his other wife, and then his other wife, right? Every time he got married on that show, his mom was still around until his last marriage. And then they finally kicked Debbie, the mom, out. And Debbie did not take it well. Did not take it well at all. I don't know if Colt and Vanessa, I don't know if Colt and Vanessa, I don't remember, the last one, are still together. No clue. But it took Colt 3 wives to finally be like, Mom, get out. I feel bad for any of the women that have to deal with a mom like that. I feel bad for anyone that has to deal with a mom like that. That has to hurt. Luckily for Sarah, she has like other videos